record. So this is session, 8, 9 for National Volunteers Week. So thanks to those that have come along live. And once again, anyone who couldn't make it, I'll be posting this on the Up to Volunteers YouTube channel. So just to be aware, for those that are taking part live, we are recording. So if there's anything that you don't want out there in the public domain, then keep it to yourself. If you don't want your gorgeous face on camera, then turn your camera off, that's fine. But we do encourage your participation. So welcome to Lana. I'm going to let her introduce herself properly. But just to say a massive thank you for being here for us today, Lana.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. It's always a pleasure for me to do any kind of work with ABTA. Such an amazing organization, and it's I love what it stands for, and I love the supportive work that you guys do, and especially the volunteers. That's what makes it what it is. So really, a lot of gratitude to all the volunteers who are a part of ABTA. So, Claire can't hear anything, but you can hear me, can't you, Maria?
Yeah, I can hear you there.
Yeah, it might be from your end, Claire. But my name's Lana. I am a social worker and an arts psychotherapist. I did my master's in drama and movement therapy in the UK, and I co-founded a business called the Patents Village, and we support parents pre and postnatally and beyond. So I am very passionate about this area of work, which is around body positivity, and particularly postpartum, because as we all know, having babies changes our body in big ways. And we're obviously, this is for ABTA, so it's the Australasian Birth Trauma Association, and at ABTA you guys support a lot of people who have experienced birth trauma, and that is both physical and emotional. And so this is a really important topic, I think, as well, particularly in this area. But I'm going to be sort of broadening it out because we all have bodies. Yay, we all have bodies. And I think as women in particular, this is a topic that affects us the most. So today, my intention is to have an experience where we can connect with our bodies a little bit more, and I'd love this to be as interactive as possible. So if Susie and Claire and Maria would love to join in and participate as much as you can, or if you don't want to, that's also fine. I mean, this is being recorded, so we do need to make sure whatever you say, that you're happy for it to be shared with whoever we are sharing this with, which is, I think, mainly the Birth Trauma Association community. So I wanted to, when I was creating this sort of little workshop, I couldn't help but think about moving our bodies. And one of the things I think that is so critical in this kind of work is, firstly, that we've actually disconnected from our bodies so very much. And part of, I think, the big work that we need to do is to reconnect with our bodies. I'm going to go into a little bit more about like society and how it's affected the way we think, and also how we can change our thinking, because we can change our thinking and the way that we feel about our bodies. And I'm also going to be talking about the body positivity movement, what it is and what it encompasses, and how we can all become body positive activists, which is what I feel I am, and I invite you all to join me on the ride as well. And I've got some really fun kind of things put in there as well. I've got a few activities. As an art psychotherapist, I love being creative. And I love to use different modes, getting out of our kind of thinking brain and more into our feeling and a feeling brain and into our bodies, actually. So kind of away from our brain and back into the body. So first, what I want you to do, if those of you who are with us, and if you're listening to this later, you can still do this as well, of course. I just want you to kind of close your eyes and just, if you're sitting down, just feel your feet on the earth and just really push those feet into the ground. Feel your hands on your lap or on your thighs. Just take some deep breaths. And I want you just to notice that you have a body here in this space, in this world. And I want you, we're just gonna do a little body scan. So we're gonna go from our toes to our heads. I just want you to wriggle your toes a little bit. And I want you to say hi to your toes. Just welcome them. Just say, hey toes. You don't have to say it out loud if you don't want to, but just say it in your mind. And your feet, just feel them. How are they feeling? Are they a bit sore? Are they a little bit, have they moved at all today? Do they feel like do your ankles feel like they need to be stretched? Just roll it around, roll your ankles around a little bit. Just noticing your ankles, your feet, moving up your legs, your calves, your shins, just maybe even stretching your calves a little bit. Say, hey calves, welcome to the space. Up to your knees, give them a little shake or a wiggle. Are your knees feeling you can stretch your legs out or not? Just noticing. And up into your thighs. You might want to use your hands, which should be on your lap or on your thighs, just giving them a little rub, just very tenderly, saying, hey, thighs. Welcoming the thighs. And just up, and if you can just put your hands up under your bottom, just feeling your bottom or the sides of your bottom, your hips. Just welcoming your bottom and your hips into this space. Hey bottom, hey hips, thanks for being here today. And your hands over your tummy. Feeling that belly. It can be quite confronting to feel the belly. Just without judgment, you're just welcoming it into the space, giving it a rub. And then your lower back, just give it a little bit of a rub. Notice how good that feels, how pleasurable it feels just to rub your lower back. And just up into your chest. You might want to give your chest a little bit of a pad. You can even go, let some voice out. Welcoming your chest and your shoulders, just moving. Got lots of layers on. Take some layers off. Just noticing your shoulders. Give that a rub. Notice how good that feels, particularly your kind of clavicle bone here and here. Just giving it a rub, welcoming it. Thank you for being here today. Going down your arms and giving them a rub. Hands, rubbing it together, feeling that energy. You feel that warmth and rub that up your neck and your back. Remembering to breathe. And up into your head, you might want to give your head a little bit of a massage, or your hair, like giving it a bit of a pull like this, just feeling how good that feels. Hey, head. And you do more than just hold the brain. The face, might just want to give a bit of tapping. Again, looking without anything you want to say, any noises. Your jaw a tap. Just up to the top of your head. Then hands back down on your lap. We're going to just take some deep breaths here. We're going to do some box breathing, which is really beautiful for mindfulness and just helping us get grounded in the space. So we're going to breathe in for 4. We're going to hold for 4. And we're going to breathe out for 6. Okay. First, we're going to breathe in. And Susie's now on mute. Okay. Great. So we're going to just breathe in for 4. So I'll do the counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold for 4. 2, 3, 4. And out for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do this next one. You can do the counting. And one last time. Okay. And just coming back into the space, you can open your eyes. Just noticing how your body feels now. Just noticing the body. So the next thing I wanted to do is to invite us all to move our bodies. So we've actually said hello to our bodies. We've invited our bodies into the room. And I wondered, I don't know if Susie and Claire, you're able to put your cameras on if you feel comfortable doing that. But I wanted to introduce you all to a really beautiful dance form, which is called NIA. Has anybody heard of NIA before? It's called NIA. NIA is a practice that I do almost every day, as much as I can, in the morning. And it is a mixture between dance arts, healing arts, and martial arts. And it's really beautiful. And it's a way that the kind of, I guess, slogan that comes with NIA is the joy of movement. So I wanted to give us an opportunity to move our bodies. Now, this is not about being a good dancer. It's just about moving the body. Okay, I'm going to move with you. I'm going to put up just a few minutes of NIA. Okay, and we're going to follow what the NIA teacher, whose name is Sophie, and she's from Australia. She lives in, there are NIA teachers all over the world, and NIA originates in the US. And Sophie is just going to take us through a little bit of NIA. It's got beautiful music, and we're just going to move a little bit with our bodies. Does that feel okay for you guys? So great. So I'm going to share the screen. So hopefully this is going to work. So just bear with me for a second. I love technology. Okay, go. I'm going to share the screen. Okay, and hopefully the sound will come through. So can you see that? Okay, let's see if you can hear it. Can you hear that?
Let's begin.
Okay, great.
A step.
So we're just going to follow what Sophie's doing. I'm going to do it with you, okay?
Pelvic circles.
I'm going to take my body.
Let's reverse. The sensation of swirling the energy around the waist. Let's shift. Listen and dance in your own Aikido bubble.
Just noticing your body and how good it feels just to move it.
Returning to our pelvic circles. Into the bubble, your way. Let's do that one more time. Getting ready fingertips step to the corner. A wave of harmony. Stepping back on the ball of your foot, the wave to you.
It doesn't matter if you're not doing the right step. It's not about that. Just feel your body.
Stepping back, the wave to you. Receiving, grounded, relaxation. A little more foundation.
Okay.
Maybe a
Coming back in.
Splashing back.
I don't want to stop. Okay. How was that for you guys? I'd love to just hear what has come up for you.
I love that. Do you know what? I forget to move all the time. I'm planted in this chair, on this laptop, at this desk, and I forget. And it's just, do you know what? Who cares? That's what I just I felt like then. Who bloody cares?
Yeah.
What I look. Yeah. I'm stood in front of a massive window and everyone on the street can see and I don't care.
My dog was at me going, "What are you doing now?"
What's Susie up to?
Yeah, he's lying on the lounge and watching me and his ears are up going because he knows I'm talking about him. Yeah. So, yeah, no, it's good.
What do you notice in your body? What do you notice in your body or about your body right now?
I definitely feel like more energized. Like just even 30 seconds in, I was like, oh, okay, my body moves. I forgot.
Yeah. More awake, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kind of more relaxed and looser too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for me, I find like it opens me up, you know. Often all we have to go by with our body is what we see in a mirror. Like it's all about what we are looking at, not what we are feeling. Like our body has feeling, right? Like we feel through our body, but we are so used to being sedentary, first of all, only moving for a cause, right? Like, because that's what we're taught by society, right? You've got to move so you can get fit, or there's always like, you know, there's an outcome, but if there's not what about move to feel good, move to feel joy, move because your body can, you know?
Yeah.
So just a little reminder for you guys, and you know, I'm going to send all the resources at the end, and I'll send you some info about Nia because it's clearly a big part of my life, and it's been a big part of helping me to get back in touch with my body, and particularly after having babies, because Nia, you move so organically, like all the steps. It's not like pushing yourself in a way that doesn't feel gentle and okay, you know, but you still really move. So it's really beautiful. So thank you. I loved seeing you guys. Like I saw, you know, Sophie was in there, and then all of you guys, I love doing all those beautiful hip circles, very feminine. So let's talk about the body positivity movement. What do you guys know about body positivity? Like when I say what's body positivity, what do you think about?
Maybe just feeling comfortable in your own body, accepting what your body is. Like it's a very new thing for me. I'm still
wanting more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still very much stuck in trying to get back to pre-children body, and I'm like, there's little bits coming in going, why do you want to get back there, and what for, and why not just, so it's coming to me.
Yeah I think it's so interesting, the word back, because in like there's very little else we have that we want to go back to. How can we actually go back? We actually, when we have children, all of our cells in our body change. Like there is no the same. Like our brains aren't different. We're completely wired in a different way. Isn't it interesting that we feel we need to go back to something? Yeah.
Mhm.
So did you want to say something?
No, I just totally agree with what you're saying, and like you're kind of tricking yourself because you can never be the same as you were before at all. So it's kind of like you're fighting a battle you'll never win too, and you shouldn't be ashamed of what you've grown into either.
Yeah. So interesting, right?
Mm.
So I wanted to just put this up. I'm hoping it will not work because I kind of, wait a second, let me do some screen sharing again. So
just to let you know, I just got a 10-minute warning on the Zoom. I don't know where that time went.
Oh, really? 10 minutes. Okay, I better hurry up then. Is it only, how long do you have on the Zoom groups?
No, 45 minutes.
Oh, okay. Because we started it earlier, because we didn't start the recording until now. That's fine. I'll quickly share this so you guys can see that. So body positivity refers to the assertion that all people deserve to have a positive body image, regardless of how society and popular culture view ideal shape, size, and appearance. So some of the goals of body positivity movement include challenging how society views the body, promoting the acceptance of all bodies, helping people build confidence and acceptance of their own bodies, and addressing unrealistic body standards. Okay, so this is pretty important work. And it's amazing because when we can like start with us, we can do some pretty big work elsewhere as well. Yeah. And I wanted to just name as well that this body positivity is not about only being positive about the body and loving everything. And, this is a journey, right? And like the society we live in, there's been a lot of damage done from social media, from the media in general for so many years. And, this ideal body image, right, it changes over time, but it's been around for a very long time. And so we're really setting ourselves up to fail because we're never out of the ideal body image that we have out there right now. And it is changing because, over the different periods of time, like sometimes the ideal has been a very extremely thin person. At the moment, it seems to be curvy, but a tiny waist and a really big bottom is the ultimate. So it's always changing, right? And so diets and diet culture changes to suit that particular image. And so does the exercises that they tell us to do, etc. It's just everywhere. So it's really important to be aware of that, but that it is the images that we are sent that make us feel that we have to buy the product, do the thing, look that way. Okay. So the media does an amazing job of making us feel that that's what we have to do. So I was thinking a lot about this, right? Because I myself, after I have children, after I had my kids, I was like, okay, so this is it. This is me, right? What am I going to do about that? Yeah. And I went on this whole journey, which, I think we all go on for our whole lives of being a therapist myself. I'm like, well, how can I actually attend to this issue myself, like training my brain to think in a different way. So rather than looking at other people and saying, I'm going to look like her, I'm going to look like her, I started to realize that the only reason why I wanted to look like those 2% of the population is because of what the media has told me, right? And that some of the people who do look like that is a result of them having quite disordered eating, disordered exercise ideals, etc., etc. And so I started to make some behavioral changes in my life to literally rewire my brain. And it's taken quite a few months to do that, but I've come to a place where it's pretty amazing, because I will now not see those people. I see people who are people with diverse bodies, and just accept that. So I wanted to share with you, and I will post this as well, because there's quite a few links, and I know that the time remaining is ticking away there. I can see it now. Just wanted to share with you some of the ways that let me just do share screen, some of the ways that I was able to do this. So this is 10 ways to build body confidence. I'm going to share this with you, as I said. And yes, I know I have a million tabs up. Welcome to my life. Okay, so the first thing I did was unfollow the social media accounts that were not helpful for me. And I followed people with diverse bodies, literally everything. I followed people who were proud to show their body hair. I followed people who live in very large bodies. I followed people who had postpartum bodies with their very normal postpartum bellies, thighs, stretch marks, etc. I just did it because I said to myself, I'm going to look at this every day until my brain realizes that this is normal, because my brain has been thinking for so long that this is not normal, that this is disgusting, that I need to reject it because it wasn't part of the body ideal that is completely constructed by mainly males in the fashion industry, gay men. So because gay men are generally the main people who are designing the clothes for women. I love gay men, but they are men and we have female bodies. So diversify your social media, giving gratitude to the body. What you just did in Nia is giving gratitude to your body. It's saying, hey body, I'm here, move with me. Like, thank you for holding me, for taking me where I want to go today. Looking at your body, at your bellies, at your breasts, whatever part of your body that has been so much a part of your life and for baby making and baby rearing, and just actually thanking it. A beautiful thing you can do, which is an activity I wanted to do today, which we won't have time to go through together, but is asking yourself, if your child was speaking about your body, what would your child say? What would your child appreciate about your body? So I can say for me, both my kids, I have really big boobs, and for much of my life, it's been like, a bit of a discomfort and I felt a bit different to everybody else, and, wasn't able to wear find swimming costumes easily back in the past. Thank God now it's a lot easier. But my kids love my boobs because it's like instant pillows that they can just rest on, comfortable. In fact, when my daughter tells me she loves me, and I go, why do you love me? She goes, I love your boobs. So it's just a different way to see things. Our eyes are not the only eyes. And sometimes our eyes can distort what we see. So, thinking about it from a different perspective. Moving your body, which we did today, giving yourself a compliment, do something that makes you feel happy, dress your body. Don't hold on to clothes that you've had for 10 years. Maria, hoping that one day you're going to fit into it again. Like, maybe you will, maybe you won't, but just get rid of them. You don't need them. They're only a reminder of what is gone now. Buy clothes that fit you now, in your size now, because there is no size that is the ultimate size. Your size right now is the best size. So look the best you can be in the size you are now and feel comfortable. Get underwear that's bigger than that's not, sucking and holding you in and make you feel uncomfortable. Feel comfortable in your help your body to feel comfortable by dressing it appropriately. journaling your feelings and eating. Enjoy eating. Enjoy giving your body like feeding and giving nourishment to your body, but also nourish your taste buds. It's okay if it's not a green juice or anything perfect or clean. I've got 3 minutes left. Okay, so I've spoken about rewiring your brain. So these are some of the ways that you can do that. Okay. I'm also going to post some reasons why your postpartum body is awesome. I will post that. And I wanted to just kind of end with, if it will help me, be nice to me. I wanted to end with, I'm just going to stop